What is going on, traders? This is Alex from Boss Crypto. If you guys want access to our exclusive trading academy, we have opened up a limited amount of seats completely free for 30 days. So head over to bosscrypto.co or click the link in the description to get access to our free trial today. Enjoy the video. So still a lot of sideways today and this last week or two for BTC, but we have seen some more fun in the alts markets today and the last week. So we'll get to that in a minute here. I just want to start with a standard top-down analysis here on BTC, and then we can look at alts for a few minutes, and then we'll be out of here, right? So start off with the monthly here, right? We're coming into the end of September, and I think this is going to be one of the most pivotal monthly closes yet. So far, the last 4 months, the history has been lower highs with each monthly candle. All right, and we've still kind of got that pattern with this key lower high right around the $10,800 to $11,000 range. And once we zoom in, you'll see that's kind of that $11,000 range is the key lower high we really need to break out of to get into an uptrend again. Now, we're seeing a lot of triangles thrown around too, so that adds another timing component to it, which is why I think we'll probably break out in the next 30 days. Maybe leading into the end of October or middle of October or something. We've made it through the summer. The summer is the hardest part, honestly, for crypto and trading in general. So nice job if you're still around after that. We still have this monthly cycle rising, and we really want to ride that as long as we can, and then really look into de-risk when we have a monthly cycle failing and we have price switching from higher lows and highs to lower highs and lower lows, okay? So until that happens, I'm going to be buying the dip on every dip, all right? So game plan for BTC is the same plan it's been for a while now, right? Long every dip since this candle, basically, and do that until further notice. We've got the monthly 8, this teal moving average, which is our long-term support. Right? If you look at the last bull market, we held that the entire run until it was over. So I would expect that we don't break below that on a closing basis on the monthly. So, and that's around 8,500 now. And we can see the previous month, it was at 8,000. So that's about $500 it came up. So that means next month, it'll probably be at 9,000. So we've brought our long-term support up to the bottom of our descending triangle, or at least we will in about 20 days. So I think it's still possible we get a wick down to the 8s, but I'm not really betting on it, so to speak. I'm already about 40% BTC. Ooh, excuse me. I'm already about 40% BTC, and I'm looking to add another maybe 5 to 10% of my account from 95 to 88 if I can get it. And if I can't get it, I'm totally fine with it, and I will buy with the trend after we break out above 11 and 12. All right. You can go ahead to the weekly here. You can see we still have a weekly slow stochastic coming down, right? And the fact of the matter is we're probably not going to get an extended run on BTC like this until we get the stochastic up, right? We're not going to do this and just go straight up out of nowhere. That's at least what I think. And I guess anything's possible, but once this stochastic is crossed up, then we have a lot of confluence again between our indicators. We'll have a monthly cycle rising, prices in an uptrend above the 8. We have the weekly cycle that will be rising. We have a bullish descending triangle, which if you guys know about Bukowski, I think I spelled that wrong. Okay, well, spelling is not happening. So, but Bukowski says that a descending triangle, when you rise into it, it breaks out upwards over 60% of the time. So we'll have our monthly cycle rising, prices making higher lows. We're in bullish consolidation after expansion up, and we've got hidden bullish divergence where our stochastic is coming down. If we throw up a momentum indicator, money flow, or RSI, anything like that, you'll see we have this bearish momentum, but yet the bulls are coming in and saying, no, we're going to keep holding higher lows. That is bullish. I believe it shows underlying strength in the trend. Meanwhile, you've got pretty much everybody and their mother calling for lower. And I think it's okay to say that's possible, but, you know, I don't think it's like a guarantee by any means. And some people like to talk in absolutes. So I'm not so sure we're going to test that as soon as everyone thinks. But it's possible. So I'll leave a little bit of my cash for if that happens. And then if we close a weekly or even a daily candle below 9,000, kind of got to play defense for a little bit. Like if we go to the daily here, if we start closing below this wedge or flag or triangle, whatever you see it as, that's going to be a tough move. It's probably going to retrace. It'll almost certainly retrace at least to 8, the 200 here. And then you've got this pivot, and then you've got pi down here, which is below 7. So, you know, even if we get a big break to 8, like 8.5 or something, I'll probably stop out on a lot of my buys from up here and then see if I can't get those 10, 20% cheaper down at pi. And if I'm wrong, you know, if I get stopped on my buys up here and it just rips, that's totally fine by me. I'm going to hold on to what I got from here and back here. And then if I miss out on this dip, then I can just add with trend, you know, on the next higher low, wherever that may be, right? And so that's been my game plan for BTC for a while. I'm not really trying to go out here and say, oh, it's definitely going to go up or it's definitely going to break down. I think it's okay to not have, you know, to not pick a direction like you're trying to be some hero or something. Personal opinion, and I said this yesterday at like 10,200, I thought we were going down in the short term. Right after that, we got a $500 drop. Now, we're actually wicking back up above where that dumped, which would be crazy to have a low, a higher low, a higher low, a stop run on that higher low, and then another higher low, and then another stop run on that higher low. I mean, that is just absolutely killing the bears out there, while at the same time killing a lot of bulls. Because another reason we were talking about on the live stream this Sunday, why we thought logs could be going and getting hurt, is because I think it was like on BitMEX, I think it was like 65% longs and like 35% shorts, which was crazy. So, you know what? What happened yesterday? We got $190 million of longs that were liquidated. So now I bet that long short ratio is a lot more even. So it's possible now that we're going to go and rise from here. Maybe we'll have to, you know, that was a lot of volatility. So maybe we have to consolidate and be a little boring for a week or something. But look at this thing. If we can hold a daily candle above this level, I mean, you know, that's going to be absolutely monstrous. Okay, and look how low this MFI got during that 16. I mean, if we go look at the last bull market, I mean, there was one time in the entire bull market that price came that, or the MFI came that low, right? One time. And you see where that was? Right here. The last low. A big old stop run before the move to an all-time high. And I genuinely think that is what we are forming here. Whether we're gonna break this level or not, I really don't know. But I think this is gonna be the last higher low that leads us to new highs. And so I am planning accordingly for that. I'm buying every dip. I honestly kind of chickened out yesterday. I was looking to buy at 96, and I was like, ooh, you know, I was watching it on the 1 minute, and I saw this engulfing candle down here, and I had this feeling I wanted a long, but I kind of chickened out, and so missed out on a little small pop. But you know, I'm not worried about something like that. Yeah, that's the game plan on BTC, guys. If you have any questions, you know, you can come hit us up in the chat at bosscrypto.co, or, you know, you can post them in the comment section too. But more interesting than Bitcoin right now, really, I mean, that daily candle, though, that is insane. We're actually flipping it bullish now too. Oh my gosh, dude. This is why crypto is the best. Look at this. This is what they call the mu structure. When do we see mu? Okay? When do we see mu, guys? Womp, womp. Womp, 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 womp. It's a classic bull pattern. You know, if you go through here, you can find dozens and dozens and dozens. Oh, wait. Womp, womp. I mean, you could just find dozens of cases where Bitcoin does it. It loves to do it. It loves to go make these big moves and then instantly recover them like it's nothing. But yeah, that's just absolutely monstrous of a move. But more importantly, let's see how alts are reacting to this move. Okay, so right now on this breakout, it's looking like FBTC is taking quite a hit. USD, Ethereum still looks fine, but we have BTC going up. When did it bottom? Bottomed at 2305, and we broke out at 12. Let's go check these out. 23 bottom and breakout. So it looks like earlier today we had a small Bitcoin move where ETH moved with it against BTC, but now it seems we're kind of back to, oh my gosh, yo. I mean that's just classic Bitcoin right there, y'all. This shit gets me so hype. All right, but yeah, so it is really exciting, but still, it's nothing for me to do yet until we get a higher high above 10.8, right? At that point, I'm happy just adding on any throwback. Here, I still feel like we're still kind of doing this number, right, where we haven't quite put in any sort of higher high yet. It looks really sick, and when you go down to like a 5 minute, I mean, that is gnarly. But zooming out to where we're actually going to be trading and investing, it's not quite there for me. I want to see at least this daily close, and I really want to see a break above 10.8 to add to BTC, right? And then as far as alts go, it's kind of tricky right now because they're right at pretty much right at resistance, right? Here, you did make your first higher high above this old support, this resistance. We did break above that and make a higher high, but we didn't break above this level, and I can't really long right into this level, let alone right above that level is the old support level, and then we got our bearish moving averages. It's just, we could get it, and I was thinking about this yesterday too when we got this first candle above the bands. I'm like, well, I think we'll go higher, but it's only 10% to this resistance and then only 30 to this moving average here and old support. So I'm personally, and our cycle was getting crazy high and the MFI was getting crazy high. So I'm okay just waiting and missing out if we do something crazy and then adding on the next throwback whenever that comes, right? And I think it's going to happen because I don't think that it's going to give everyone the opportunity to load up here and then just ride it all the way. I think it's much more likely to do something like kind of like what we saw in 2016 and 2017, where you get a nice big move like this, and then you consolidate. This was January 12th, and the real breakout was over here at the start of March. That's 2 months. And so that would make sense a lot more to me to maybe either get rejected here or go up to here and get rejected and then consolidate for a couple months. And that would be the pullback where I can get more aggressive on Ethereum. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. We can take some with trend plays later, but that's what I'm hoping to happen here, all right? And then looking at overall, I usually look at ETH for alts just because ETH is the biggest alt we have right now. But we can also look at total 2 versus Bitcoin USD. And this is, I think it's the top 125 alts versus Bitcoin USD. And because we want to know how alts are doing against BTC, right? And so far, if we go to the monthly, you can see we have not had a monthly trend reversal where we get a close above the last big bearish monthly candle. We haven't gotten one of those since here, which was April 2018, which was the last, kind of mini alt season we really had. And ever since then, it's just been lower highs and lower lows. But now we're getting to a really key. Well, you can't, they don't show stochastic for this. But, you know, if you could have a stochastic, it would be something like this, right? This was the wave up. This was the wave down. And that's pretty much where we are today. I think we're at a key cyclical bottom for altcoins. But like we're seeing on Ethereum, like we're seeing on BTC, it's just a little bit too soon to tell if these are long-term reversals. I mean, you know, we've seen this story a few times now, right? So I'm just going to need a little bit more before I'm convinced. All right. But we'll keep the video kind of concise today. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Again, if you have questions, feel free to hit me up in the chat. And also, if you guys really stayed around until the end of this video, I think you guys are going to fit in perfectly with our 320 traders and investors who are already enrolled in the academy. So head over to bosscrypto.co or click the link in the description below to claim your spot for 30 days for free. I'll see you guys there.